Welcome to Warmaster Gaming. I'm Bill, and in this video, I'll be comparing Uboat to Silent Death 2 Pacific, which may seem like an odd comparison to some. It is my hope that by the end of the video, you will understand why. That being said, I'm going to compare these two games using the following metrics: graphics, realism, cost, and replayability. I have played both games extensively, and I can see benefits to both. There are some strong opinions in the community for and against both games, and I hope to cover most of them. If you're an avid naval wargamer, then you might already know that our options for new games are pretty limited at the moment. As of this recording, the only recent releases we have seen in the past couple of years have been World War II submarine simulation games. But there are a couple of naval simulations coming up that look promising. If you're wondering what those are, be sure to check out my video, 6 Naval War Games to Wishlist. Back to the current discussion, comparing Uboat to Silent Death 2 Pacific. Two of the most recent naval simulation games to be released are, you guessed it, Uboat and Silent Death 2 Pacific, which is why I decided to do a comparison. This video will help you decide which one you should spend your hard-earned cash on, or both. Silent Death 2 Pacific is still in early release, where Uboat is in full release. This might seem like an unfair comparison, but hopefully by the end of the video, you will understand why I compared them. So let's move on to talk about how these two games compare with each other. We're going to talk about Silent Death 2 Pacific first. From their Steam page, Silent Death 2 Pacific is a light subsim. You enter the silent service at the command of a Gato-class submarine on war patrols during World War II. As I mentioned before, Silent Death 2 Pacific is still an early release, so some things in the game might change. First, the graphics. As you can see, the graphics look really good. It supports up to 4K resolution. The Gato-class submarine is modeled nicely on the exterior. The interior leaves a little to be desired. You're only shown the main conning tower, but can't interact with anything. I'm hoping that this is just because it's in early release and is something they will include later. It would be really nice to at least have the sonar to look at. Now we'll have a look at the realism. As their game description states, this is a light subsim, so don't expect there to be a huge simulation element in this game. For example, firing torpedoes doesn't require you to use special equipment or mathematics to get the job done. Simply aim the periscope or your spotting binoculars and fire. For me, that is what makes this game so much fun. You can go out and wreck an entire flotilla of enemy ships without much thought. Next, let's look at the cost of Silent Death 2 Pacific. From Steam, the game costs $13 US. Steam is always having sales, so be on the lookout for those to get it at a reduced price if you're on a tight budget. Finally, we'll look at how replayable Silent Death 2 Pacific is. Every time you load the game, you get to start a new patrol. Finding the enemy is a simple matter of clicking around the map till you find them. The enemy patrols change with each new patrol you start. I could see where after some time this might become boring to some, so keep that in mind. Now let's have a look at Uboat. Quoting their Steam page, Uboat is a simulator of a submarine from the World War II era. It is a survival sandbox with crew management mechanics, while its primary theme is the life of German sailors. The boat is their home, but it can become their grave at any time. The graphics in Uboat are amazing. Like most games these days, Uboat supports up to 4K resolution. The exterior of the boat is modeled nicely, and so is the interior. You can even walk around the inside of different boats, and they look historically accurate if that is what you're looking for. I especially like how you interact with the different ship systems with the actual controls. This really brings out the simulator aspect of the game. Realism is where this game really shines. In fact, you can raise the realism up, and next thing you know, you are dealing with a possible mutiny on your hands. You have to deal with the boat systems going down and doing repairs at sea. Calculating a firing solution can be done the hard way, or by using an electronic device that makes it a little easier. It all depends on how real you want to make the experience. In addition, Uboat has a functional hydrophone, which is pretty neat. Uboat costs $30 US, but like I mentioned earlier, Steam is always having sales, and as I'm writing this script, it is currently selling for $9 US, but there is only 2 hours left for the sale. Uboat offers a ton in the way of replayability. Not only are there tons of missions, but it is an open sandbox simulator, so you can just go your merry way finding ships and sinking them as you please. You can upgrade your boat as you play, so that adds a new element of mixing up gameplay that rewards your efforts. So how do these two games compare to each other? Both of these games serve two completely different purposes. One is meant to be a quick arcade type of experience, where the other is a true simulation with a lot of control over your boat and crew. So why would I compare these two? It's simple. I compare these two because I think one complements the other. There are times when I only have like 30 minutes available to play a quick game. This is where Silent Depth 2 Pacific shines. I can load up the game and knock out a patrol quickly and have the satisfaction of sinking some ships. On the other hand, if I have a whole Saturday that I need to fill up, then this is where Uboat comes in. I can work on honing my torpedo attack calculations and deal with some light crew unrest. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please like and subscribe. It really helps my little channel out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time.